10 more seconds to close out game number 1.
Yeah, they're looking strong to do it. The players do go down, and they're going to flood in through the gate. Kenny down by Lights finds 2. Priest are trying to answer back, but they only need 7 more seconds. Will take it away. They need to go, and they need to go now. They're going to be pinched upon. These kills are all important, and FaZe are going to close it out in game number 1. The unexpected, because FaZe's hardpoint has been
Coverable spot. TK should be able to push right on in, get that objective back in their hands, but now they got to go. Less than 30 seconds remaining now in the round.
Well, number 5 is attached. He's going to be the one trying to make the play, but the sniper in the hands of Pharaoh already taking names in this round, and the pinch is going to come in from FaZe. Bomb planted. Can he get away? That's the question. Priester is going to find Pharaoh with a sniper, and Kenny's going to be in a world of trouble. That's going to be a nice, easy defuse there coming in for Priester. Up to around 11. The bomb is down. Zuma is in his perfect position. He loves this up close and personable position. Accuracy coming in from behind, but Zuma gets taken down. Replays answer back, and Nabel takes one, and now a 2v2. You've got to look at FaZe Clan in a very strong light here, because they've got the positioning. They can play around with this time. And replays again, finding another. Is going to find FaZe. Oh my goodness, you can't do that.
Oh, that was dirty there from Kenny as he just snaps onto attached. But entering the B bomb site, they have positioning. Zuma did he spot Kenny. Go through the smoke. He's going to find the second kill in the round. Replays drops first, but accuracy's there for the trade. Man advantage briefly over to TK. But the snap from attached, he dominates Pharaoh, evaporates him off the map, and now it's down to Enable. He gets cut down as well. Attached finding 3 kills in the matter of a couple of seconds, and FaZe, somehow, someway, they find a way to rattle off 3 rounds in a row, winning the round 11, winning the map 2. Now they're up 2-0 over TK.
Incredible stuff and attach. We pointed out a bit of a slow start in the hard point. In fact, a slow game in general. The S&D, you know, he wasn't kind of the lights out attach, we know. But those 3 kills, the first 2 in particular in round 11, that is why you have him on your team. FaZe Clan taking the lead 2-0 in the series. That's got to be frustrating for TK.
Absolutely, especially considering they got first blood in that round as well. They had the man advantage. They had the trades working for them.
It's to Enable 23 and 10 with a 5-kill streak to end things here. Kenny as well just putting up another strong performance. But Enable, he has been that backbone, the ones that's just been so consistent throughout. The flags coming in for Kenny and Accuracy. This time it's not going to end 1 or 2-0. It's going to go all the way to 3 as we see map number 4, TK, they bite back after losing the hard point and search and destroy, and that could be the swing of momentum they need.
Yeah, absolutely. Just map by map is how they need to approach the remainder of the series. Maybe kicking themselves a little bit after dropping that search and destroy. You know, they got to 5 rounds first, and they had 3 map points to go off of. Despite dropping that, they rebound on the CTF, and they rebounded big. Out of life. It's going to be down to attach here. He's over here, Wood. He has to get inside the hard point. TK only 10 points. We're able to close this one out. But Attach finds one. Can't find the trade call to Enable. TK with a chance to close out the game and force the game 5.
Zuma, he finds the nade kill. He's going to keep it contested, but with 17 seconds, the time is ticking. All important here. I want to see what Zuma's doing because he's trying to cut off all these players, fighting through the smoke. He's going to find one. He's going to find the second. He's still being the difference maker. The time is ticking. There's 16 seconds left on the clock. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. Get on it, Priester.
Zuma with 50 kills in this game. The Italian Stallion showing up. And now you start to think about this upcoming hardpoint, but you can't leave it. You can't leave the scrap time because it's going to waste X amount of time off of the clock. And now coming around the wrap, this could be the play that Zuma has to make for FaZe Clan. They have to take accuracy off of the hardpoint. TK set up. TK had the height advantage. TK are going to do it. Momo, we're going to a game 5.
Wow, Zuma 50 for the L. I think he got a couple more at the end there. I tell you what, Sniper, if you can turn up in round number 7 like this, number advantage favors FaZe. It's all falling down to replays, and we don't even get to jump on board. There we go. There we go. Rightfully so, getting hyped. Do you know what would have been the crazy thing? 3 1v3s in the game. You know what, Accuracy?
For the 6-0?
I'm not going to say I expected more because that was absolutely incredible. You're going to be watching this one back for sure, and you've got to be proud of those moments to push to a game 5, hit that reverse sweep as well. FaZe, though, that's a difficult loss to take once again, Revan.
Our Stage 1 champions continuing to fall flat here, especially in the series. You start up 2-0.
Epsilon, it's just a sprint across bridge. And again,
That's so tough.
see any smokes, they're chucking nades, but they have to all just flood. And it's so difficult to do just to take these gunfights from bad spots. Temp inside the hill with PPSH, tagging a bunch of people up as his team just takes them down. And yeah, Echo Fox, it looks like they're going to be able to close this one out pretty convincingly in the end.
Yeah, definitely so. So Echo Fox takes game number 1 over Epsilon, that Gibraltar hardpoint. It was a bit of a scary start, just a slow start, I think, for Echo Fox. If you're Epsilon, I felt like they should have had a bigger lead, right? They had a lot of opportunities to get a lot more hill time, especially at Fort Courtyard. I believe there was 2 hills where they rotated on early, but every single time, Echo Fox just somehow got them off that hill.
And it's more of a theme than a map rather than that specific game, but we saw 2 separate examples. Like, it's May now. We know what classes you can have smokes on. How come teams aren't being more creative with their breaks? Like, we know there's a situation where you're forced. You have to flood in just to at least contest time. How come teams aren't using smokes? Just pull out one just to give the
Start, not exactly sure. Well, really does find Temp with that sniper, but now he's left in a 1v3 as Vortex 0-8 doesn't find a kill in this round, and this could be the game. Reedy in such a tough spot. He is caught in this wine building. He has someone out back, 2 players out front, 45 seconds to work with. And that's it.
Okay, well, they tried. Real hard. How's your day, man, Joe?
It's been a great day. It's crazy that week 1's almost over already.
You like the Black Ops 4 review?
I did. I thought it was awesome. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's very entertaining. Definitely, you know, exciting things ahead for Call of Duty. We have a lot of action left this year. We got playoffs, you got champs, you got Anaheim, the perennial event. You got Echo Fox laughing, smiling, having a good time. It's fun all the way around, Murky.
No, it definitely is. Echo Fox having a great week so far.
He's got a bar. It's not great. And he's getting hunted down. You see the base defense coming in. These players for Epsilon are very happy to give up map control for the purpose of flanking and clearing out your own base. And then meanwhile, you got to push into Hockey. By the way, he's having a pretty solid game, 21 kills with the bar. He's just posting up. And again, you can afford when you have the lead to play that defense style. But I got to point it out. Half the lobby didn't break 19 kills. Dave did that in the first half.
No, a great game from Dave and Hockey. You have to give him his credit with that AR. He talked about it, right? Just feels really good to play with this AR on land. I'm very much enjoying this position. Echo Fox, though, a little bit of frustration on their side, but they know they're going to a game 4 hardpoint where, I mean, Epsilon has struggled.
Well, at the same time, Echo Fox has struggled. This is actually a very good opportunity for Epsilon. They could easily force this map 5. The issue is if they get there, Echo Fox has been on point on map 5s. And
Epsilon do have control. They have control of Fire. Hockey, though, he gets taken down. Now the pressure going to be on Vortex.
Might have ourselves a game. Epsilon getting close to tying this one up. Echo Fox does get the break, but you got to imagine Epsilon's going to spawn, but they need to be delicate to not give up that Main Street spawn side as well. And they actually do have a player, Hockey. He is pushing over this left side. He's going towards those water steps, and Epsilon, they're going to start spawning it useless, so they're going to be able to break statue potentially, but they gave up good spawns to make it happen. I don't know how I feel about this, and either way, Echo Fox can win it here.
Well, they definitely can. 10 seconds left. Echo Fox, they do have the rotations. Temp, he's going to spawn up. Watch that flank. Dave, though, he gets a good kill. Vicento has a big job to do. Able to find the first. No, there could be one more. Hockey's in the back, able to spot him. Does just that. Backs away. Just 12 seconds in it for Echo Fox. Hockey, though, finds 2. And we saw a player do this yesterday or a couple days ago. That was accuracy for TK, able to clutch up on this Main Street hill with an AR in the back. But there we go. Nades finally come in. Epsilon gets on that hill. Aqua still alive. He finds 2 and just back and forth. This is very similar to the last Main Street hill we had. Both teams just going at it, just nading back and forth.
Pre-firing everything as well. Dave's trying to come on the flank. His entire team is inside the hill. Saints is going to come through, find 1. Ascenta and Aqua get another, and Vicenta, or Saints, excuse me, finds the 2 at the end. 42 kills that man finished with, and Epsilon made it interesting towards the end, but they are going to fall once again. 3-1 in the series count, but I guess you'd say better than we expected.
No, definitely so, and I think as soon as we got to London Docks, we knew that Epsilon has a lot of practice on the map. This is one where we've seen them time and time again. I think you had a great series out of Hockey. Vortex really stepped up in that game 4. You just needed one of those other superstars in Reedy or Dave to really come out.
There was a lot of moments though, like when you're on the Statue Hill and you got to keep the spawns from Main Street. I understand playing water steps a lot of time in that situation, but especially if you can't, like if you're about to lose the game, the other team has points, you gotta play for those spawns. Like there's stuff like that.
They did break it though. They did break that setup. It was the kills after, right? It was just the second set of kills that they weren't able to get Epsilon. A tough fought series there, but they are what I believe 0-3 now.
And is that it? Is it just the fact that Red are outslaying here, or are they just playing the better hard point? Is it the rotation?
Yeah, it's the rotations for sure. Obviously, you saw the first operations bunker go the way of Red Reserve. Storage, that third hill, it was going the way of Splyce, but they just allowed them to break on in, and that was really the turning point. I mean, that was where Red Reserve got a big chunk of time. So you are going to see artillery down, but that is going to be a bit of a waste as Splyce is in that hill. But Joe and Rated gets air lead. They're very close. It could be a tied game. But there we go. Finally able to lock it down. Nice shots out of Bance. He's got to step it up just a little bit. I mean, as you said, Jerd having a solid game, but where's that slaying coming from? It seems like Splyce starting to heat up. And it's always a lot easier when you out-rotate your opponents, right? They have to run to you. Those gunfights are easy. So Jerd and Bance, they trade a couple of kills. If they get these 30 seconds and they rotate over to Office, Splyce are going to be right back in this game.
Yeah, this is the necessary points that they need. The one thing that Red Reserve need to focus on is not feeding the streaks here. I don't think anyone's even close right now, as Splyce are going to retain those last 15 seconds here, but Red Reserve rotating early, setting up here. Zero goes down, another goes down. Scraps, what are you doing? He's pulling in the glide bomb.
Yeah.
And again, this could be 2 hard points on the bounce here, where the rotation goes in favor of Splyce. Number 5, that is Mad Cat. He's pushing out, getting aggressive, taking down players as it comes. And that is going to be another double for Bance. Splyce, they're back in it, baby.
Yeah, that's just it. We always talk about Valkyrie, and when we talk about Valkyrie, it's hills 3 and 4 because you can connect them together just the way Splyce have and get so many points on the board. Only down 20 seconds now, but Zero and Joe, they find a couple, they get on in. But there's Mad Cat. He wins a second one as well. They're all starting to heat up. Here we go. Here's the Splyce that we know and love starting to heat up. And this is why we are so excited for this match. Just back and forth battle. You can see Red Reserve, they're trying to flood through the front, but it's just too tough.
Yeah, and look at Josh. Players are stepping up now. He might be -3, but he's getting all-important kills at the cuts. Now Mad Cat's in a bit of a predicament, but a grenade, a stun in his back pocket. He's going to utilize every single bit of weaponry that he's got now, and the last 12 seconds are going to Splyce. They're in the lead, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, it was, what, 170 to 70. A great job by Splyce. As soon as they start to win those rotations, they get right back in this game. Now they have the lead. Now the pressure on Red Reserve to lock down this Smokestacks hill. Banshee going to push out a bunker. He gets taken down. Now it's Jerd's turn. Great job by Red to send 3. Now Splyce have to wait for one another. They have to regroup, but they have a bit of a pinch here. That's Bance. He has to wait for his teammate. You can see he's slowed down right there. The reason is because they spawn on the other side of the hill. Now Bance goes. And they win a couple of gunfights, and now these guys on the hill are in trouble.
Yep, 2 players are going to spawn out. You're going to see the pinch coming in from Bance. Bance and Josh go down, though. The individuals of Scraps and Rated combine, and now we're going to see those score streaks come in, potentially. Scraps, he said, you know what, the glide bomb didn't work out well for me last time. 4 all drop, but Josh and Jerd, I think a couple of team kills go in the favor of Red Reserve here, and they're 15 points away from doing this. They can end it on Smokestacks.
No, they definitely can, and what a game out of Scraps. 32 and 23 right now. Obviously, the other guys helping them out, but yes, Red Reserve just 4 seconds away from taking this one. As there is a bit of a contest. Zero, though, he could get taken down. He does. Mad Cat finds 2. There's still a chance for Splyce, but they have to get in this hill. Joe, inside ventilation, wins 2, and that should do it. Game 1 over to Red Reserve.
Wow, I tell you what, that's an interesting map to go back and watch, because Red Reserve, the difference maker, is going to be tagged up. Not going to happen. That was Jerd who actually was under fire. Jerd's going to find the second, and he could find the third, but Zero punishes him for that one. And talking to Zero, it's all down to him. 1v3. 15 seconds. Oh, and you just spot him in the window there. Bansy's not letting him get anywhere near the defuse. It's an ambitious challenge, to say the least. But Splyce, 1 round away from tying.
Red Reserve with 45 seconds left. It's so hard to win this round, but that's a big kill out of Rated. He's got 11 this map.
And the reason he gets that kill is the glide bomb pushes Mad Cat away, which forces Rated to push forward. Great stuff. 11 and 8 for Rated. A great game so far. 3v3. Jerd's going to surely get traded. 2v2. This could not be closer, but the bomb's not in a great position. Joe is 1 shot. You've got to look at Splyce as maybe the favorites here. Josh trying to put one in the ground. He's going to draw away. What was going on? And now a 2v1. It's all up to Madcat. He's going to find Zero. The bomb is being planted.
Wow, and Joe just kept planning. Love that play. Because if Madcat comes around the corner, he wins that. And Joe in a great spot with a PPSH sends it to around 11.
Ooh. Josh behind that truck.
You're going to have Zero inside the site, but look, Splyce just smoked across. That's a big kill out of Skrapz. Jordan was trying to get across to B because B's wide open this time. Joe did spot Bance, get to that little position. They try to nade him out, but Bance is already gone. So bomb is being planted. A couple of nades wasted on Red Reserve. Skrapz can't find the kill. That's a huge kill from Bance.
Yeah, that's big. Now a 3v3 and no trade coming in. All the grenades now from Red Reserve have been used. Bance, shoulder peach. You don't want to shoulder peach that twice, but he sends Josh out. Madcat's going to go down. Both players are weak. Red Reserve looking to end this and end it right now. It's all up to Bance in a 1v3. Not going to happen as Joe turns up with a 5-kill streak and puts Red Reserve 2-0 up in the series. That is the clutch factor right there. And again, Red Reserve narrowly winning, but a win is a win.
No, it definitely is. And if you look at that round 11, and you just have to talk about Jerd. Jerd getting picked off in that first blood. Yes, he was trying to cross to that B bomb. It was smoked off, but there must have been an opening because Skrapz starting to heat up a little bit in Red Reserve. Feels like this is the first time they're on the attack, really, besides that counter cap. They haven't been past that 50-yard line of the map, but here we go. Skrapz trying to find one more, trying to get this flag away. He's going to get shot by Josh.
Uh-oh.
But has the help of Joe. Joe finds 2. This flag should be gone.
Yep, and it's Joe who's not only getting the kills, he should be getting the cuts, but he knows that his teammate Zero is back, ready to support when needed. And I love that teamwork from Red Reserve. It's going to see flag number 2 go in, and we're going to see Red Reserve take the lead.
Yeah, Jerd finds 2, needs to try and wait for his teammates, but Joe's going huge right now. Can Splyce do? They just have 30 seconds to work with. He's going to find one on Joe. Can he find the second? No, that's a great job by Rated. Josh finds Skrapz, but it's pretty back and forth right now.
Joe was eliminated their one-off streaks. That's the one thing they've got going for them right now. Jerd does find the kill, but he's just
some help.
One player. It's a 2v2 basically here. Jerd's going to get taken down, and now all up to Bance for 14 seconds. Has a 1v2 on his hands. It's not looking good here, but still trying to go for it, trying to get a touch on the flag. Splyce are falling like flies. Josh, the last hope, the last prayer, and he will go down. Red Reserve, they're going to take it in 3, and that is what Skrapz wanted when he joined this team. He wanted to come in, not only join the best team in Europe, but beat what people may think is the best themselves. But that was a dominating performance. The hard point was clean cut up until the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
That S&D actually was pretty close, you've got to say, and could have gone either way, but great game nonetheless.
No, a great showing from Red Reserve, but if you're Splyce, yes, you're frustrated right now, but all 3 of those games, they had an opportunity to win.
Yeah.
The game 1 hard point, they had a great comeback. Game 2 went all the way to around 11, and right there, if it wasn't from
He does. Gets the streaks on it and calls the glide bomb in to cap the game off. And a hell of a game it was if you're an EG fan. They got the details right. They got the kills right. Hell of a performance for game number 1.
No, definitely was. And the slang for EG didn't slow down. Apathy at 39 and 26. 3v3 and set it to 2v3. We shall see. Can Decimate and Classic finally clutch up for Envy? Decimate finds one. Can't find the second, though. EG trading so effectively in this one.
Now it's all coming down to Classic. Can he make the clutch? And he's not even going to be able to hear some of these players. He knows about 1, he doesn't know about 2, but wins the first gunfight, gets out of dodge, but he might be concerned about the bomb, or does he make the hard play? But it looks like he's getting hunted down, so it's going to come down to the 1v1. Silly's going to chase, Silly's going to kill him. He's going to earn streaks, but he's going to win his team the game, more importantly. Finishes on a 7 streak, 14 kills to his name. A dominant performance, and you know what? How often we talk about Mountain? EG had it on that last round. Decimate gets the first kill, had no idea the second guy was coming. If you're rocking Armored there, he can hear you coming, he can pre-fire it, but the visions were on point from Evil Geniuses, and then of course Silly gets 14 kills.
Good, and on the other side, you look at the guys of EG, you have Silly with 25, you have Apes with 20. He's just playing at such an annoying pace, and as you heard in those comms, it's so tough to deal with.
And another thing that's completely insane, and this is a throwback to our second series of the day, Epsilon, they've earlier got 19 kills and a half that entire game, and that's with a bunch of streaks on board. The most we saw was like 23. 19 and a half, Merc. That's insane.
Yeah. It was a great half from him, but there we go. Envy They take this Black Tower CTF, the series score, though. Still 2-1 EG. But I believe we're going to go to Envy's map pick, which I believe is Valkyrie Hardpoint. And if guys like Hook and Classic, Chino, if they're starting to step up, we could be seeing another Game 5.
And I was just about to say, like, obviously we talked about Forest, how it's EG's bread and butter, but now things might be starting to spiral out of control. And this is something we talked to Nameless on the desk with, and he was very astute saying, he was like, that St. Marie, like, that's kind of scary for EG if it gets all the way there.
Yeah.
I'm feeling comfortable if Envy can force.
Honestly, it's kind of like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'll just keep doing that. Hook's turn. He's heated up. He's at 22-16. Only 10 more points needed for Envy to send us to a Game 5 and potentially a reverse sweep of EG.
And obviously, it's incredibly difficult on this Office Hill, but what did we just saw? We saw staggered players coming in from EG for the challenges, and yes, at this point, they have to, but they could have potentially taken their time for the break, like we saw the setup Envy did earlier, where they just have every single door covered, and there's like a 3-2-1 go. They all pinch. So I don't know, man. Envy, they just seem so crisp, so clean in these hardpoint game modes. Outside of Force compared to EG, but either way, reverse sweep potentially on board. We are going to see a game number 5.
And that's the beauty of the veto system, right? Like, you take away St. Marie from EG, they get that Arden Forest for EG. Not sure. Maybe they veto Gibraltar, I imagine, versus a team like Envy. Gibraltar or London Dosh, that opens up Valkyrie. So both of these teams playing to their strengths. Match tied up.
But at the same time, Apathy, his only job is stay alive.
Right,
Silly's job is watch bottom
like
right.
That. Yeah, I like that play. They know that Apathy has streaks, and they just try to push Restaurant, but there's Ace. He finds 2. Nice little wall bang. Tries to challenge the 3rd. I imagine at that point, that's a bit of an ego challenge, right? I don't think he has to repeat that. Apathy, though, makes it a 1v2. Chino, the last hope for Envy in this one.
Now Apathy is actually going to spot him. And jeez, he just puts a nice little bullet. He's going to run away.
Nice little love tap. Like, hey, I know you're here. Bye.
I'm guessing they're just going to do nothing, wait for him to try and plant and then call streaks, or just make it so he can't do anything.
So they're going to double stack A. So this should basically go off with about 20 seconds left. And then he'll probably fighter pilot as well as soon as it's done. So at about 20, Chino will have the opportunity. Fly bomb gets called in. He's just going to streak over and over again.
He also moved.
Yeah,
if you have Mountain on, you don't get spotted from the red circle, but if you move a muscle, these pro players are going to be on that like a hawk. And perfection, 6-0. We see time and time again the search and destroy always come down to the wire, but sometimes teams, they just have the game plan set and ready to go, and they just make it look beautiful. And that's what that was, a beautiful performance, at least on game number 5 from Evil Geniuses.
No, it does. It definitely does. So what, that puts EG at what, 2-2?
I have no idea.
We have no idea. I'm sure we'll look at the updated standings, but a solid Game 5 performance. Actually, a perfect, great Game 5 performance from Evil Geniuses. They stopped the reverse sweep from happening. Envy, they finished